Welcome back, everybody. This is JenSandwiches, here to take another bite out of Zombie Exodus Safe Haven. We are now on Chapter 1, apparently. Outbreak Day 0. So, your hands shake as you close the door and cross to the center of your home. The things you've already seen, the infected, their victims, the chaos, all rattle your nerves and have you asking too many questions with no immediate answers. How do I stay safe? What do I do now? When will this end? You feel like you're sitting next to a time bomb, and at any moment, sounds outside. Hurried footsteps, a gunshot, a growl. You creep along the wall and lean to the side, peeking through the edge of a window. An older man runs across the street near the front of your house, chased by a woman, long hair covering her head like a flowing hood. She hobbles diagonally, torso twisted off-center from her legs, and her arms rise and fall with each gallop. The old man turns and fires a revolver, misses, then races around the corner of a nearby house. The woman follows, unfazed by the gunshot. You wonder if Parker, your neighbor, is home. He's smart and works for the city, though it's just a job at the museum. Maybe he knows what's going on. Or maybe Vince is home. He lives across the street and has been quite friendly in passing conversation. He keeps to himself, so you know little about the man other than that he teaches at a high school outside Nightfall. He has that distinct air of being capable, and you have a gut feeling he'd know what to do in this situation. On the other side of the house lives your other neighbor, Sean. He works during the day, some sort of marketing executive, but his obsessive-compulsive personality suggests to you that he might have researched what's going on. A helicopter soars overhead, and rapid gunfire rings out. These sounds bring you back to the current situation. How do I ensure my safety? What is the government doing to stop the spread of the infection? So many questions and nowhere to turn for straight answers. Your mind races as you try to figure out what to do next. Oh geez, here we go. What to do next? Board up the house, call Jamie, call Parker, call Sean, call Vince. Change clothes, check gear, check online, check the TV, craft an item, fill the bathtub and sink with water. Oh god, in case it stops running later? Oh, that sounds like a good idea though. Have a meal, rest for a while, take my mind off of it. How stressed am I? Maybe that would probably help in my decision. I'm pretty stressed. 54% stressed. That's a lot. And tired, but not super tired, so we're fine. Oh my god, okay. I think first I will, I'm gonna, fill the bathtub with water because that would be terrifying to run out of water, so I think that's a good idea. Let's do that. You head to the bathroom on the second floor and turn on the faucet in the tub. Warm water still flows, and you stop where the drain so the tub fills up. You do the same to the sink, then collect some empty bottles and fill them up, collecting 4 bottles of water. You head back downstairs and plan to check later to turn off the water once both the sink and the tub have been filled. Good! Well, that feels better. I wonder if it says how much water I have. If I check supplies, maybe? Oh yeah, review inventory. Now I have 24 bottles of water instead of 20. I see that. Oh, and I have 9mm ammo and a Beretta. Nice. Cool. Okay. Now I think I should probably call someone, because I do have food. Check the time. It's 12:45. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, it seemed like maybe I had the best neighbor relationship with Parker. Because, he said Vince seemed capable, but at the same time, I don't really know him. Or I could call Jamie. Jamie is big and buff and burly. Maybe it'd be good to have Jamie with me. That might be better. Okay, let's do that. You bring up your favorited contacts and dial Jamie. The phone rings 6 times with no answer, then voicemail clicks on. You leave a message for Jamie asking him to call back any time. Immediately, you receive a text message, and Jamie tells you to try him on your CB radio, SSB Channel 40. You haven't used the CB much since he gave you one. He won 2 in the state fair. You run up to your bedroom, locate the radio, blow off a layer of dust, and head downstairs. On channel 40, you announce yourself and hear Jamie's unmistakable baritone voice in reply. "Believe in zombies now?" he asks. "It's hard not to." Colorado is hit hard, along with Philadelphia and Miami. It's spreading fast, though. Anyway, how are you? He asks in a more serious tone. Let's see. Excited. God. uh, Worried but safe, maybe? Is that gonna make me more stressed out than I already am? Sorry, I checked the stats a lot, but it is kind of important for how you get through things. At least it was in the other one. Yeah, I'll pick that one. It's reasonable to be worried. Fear is a good emotion in such a time. It keeps you alert, Jamie says. Where are you now? You ask. Static flares up on the channel, but disappears. Can you hear me, Derek? Okay, I left my apartment. It wasn't safe. I'm heading out of the city, but not far from where you live. Once I find a safe place, I'll contact you. You can join me there. You're assuming the worst, then? Jamie sighs. I'm preparing for the worst. The government is going to try to quarantine everyone and stop travel. They'll try to stop the spread of the virus, but they'll fail. This disease is moving too fast. Civilization will break down in the next few days. With the lack of food, medicine, and stuff people need, they'll loot and rob and do whatever to survive. I'm hitting the ground now and setting up before that all goes down. Jamie often plays the role of conspiracy theorist, but this theory gives you something to seriously consider. Make sure the house is secured, locked, and boarded up, he says. I haven't done that yet, you say. Gather all your supplies, too. You might lose electricity and water soon, so charge your phone and collect any batteries. Fill your bathtubs and sinks with water now. I will go through the house and collect everything I can find, you say. With the infected, always go for the head. Shoot it, stab it, whatever you can do to destroy the brain. They're already dead, so feel no remorse. Through the CB, you hear a siren zoom by, and Jamie's side cuts off. Jamie! Jamie! You yell. The channel fills with static. You call for Jamie over and over again for several minutes, with no reply. You scan other radio channels, but find no trace of Jamie. After 30 minutes, you shut off the CB and consider your next move. Jamie! Okay. Well, alright, I'm gonna check on Sean. And then I'll gather all my shit together. Yeah. Okay. Because, I mean, once I board up the house, I'm not going back outside. At least not for a while. Okay, you search through your contacts in your smartphone and spot a number for Sean. You dial, half expecting the line to be dead, but you hear a dial tone. As you dial, you wonder if anyone will answer. You haven't spoken to Sean in a few days, and now is a good time to check on your neighbor. Hello? Says the hurried voice of your neighbor. Sean, this is Derek. Who? Your next-door neighbor. Oh, right, the dude who lives on the left side of my house. What's up? Oh my god. Just calling to see how you're doing. Listen, I'm about ready to lose my mind with all these crazy things running around the city, attacking people and forcing us to stay inside. What the hell is the mayor doing to help? Where's the government? Let's get the freaking National Guard in here already. Where's all my tax dollars going? I can't even open my door without worrying that my throat will get ripped out. You hear what sounds like ice cubes clinking in a glass, followed by a hard swallow. Oh, is he drinking? Oh, fuck you, Sean. I want someone to come to my house and stay with me. I'm gonna say... I agree with you, but we have to stay calm and do our best to keep clear heads. I'm trying to stay calm, but I don't trust that the government is doing their job. Our elected officials are probably sitting in vaulted bunkers, sucking down martinis and watching the action on plasma TVs while we run out of food and hope the lights stay on. You hear a crash through the smartphone, and Sean yells an expletive away from the mouthpiece. Sorry, I'm having a hard time dealing with this quarantine. I know it hasn't been long, but I feel trapped. I'm running out of cigarettes, and all I've eaten today is a half a tuna sandwich. I'm going on and on about my woes. Anyway, what's on your mind? Here we go. Let's see. Are you home by yourself? Yeah, my wife's gone. I'm so sorry. Is there anything I can do for you? No, it wasn't the infection, he says with a laugh. You hear a low rattle in his lungs, likely from his cigarette smoking. No, she's gone due to a mutual agreement to separate. In fact, we separated 2 weeks ago. Good timing if you ask me, because given her attitude, I'd probably throw her into a pack of zombies. Wow, what an asshole. Jeez. Uh, I'll be on his good side, why not? She sounds like a real pain in the ass, I say, just to get on Sean's good side. Exactly, thank you, Sean says. How can I say anything good about the woman? I own a house that's now 50% hers when she paid nothing into it, and the lawyer fees will probably take the other half. I'll have the law firm taking up rooms in my house after the divorce is finalized just to pay them off. Sean goes on for a few more minutes about his separation, but you find an opportunity to change the subject. Jeez. Let's see. I don't think he's going to be any help to me, and I think talking to him is any longer is just going to be a waste of time. Yeah. I'm a little less stressed. I kind of want to talk to the other neighbors. Okay, give me a call if anything changes or just to chat. I'm going to be stir crazy by tomorrow, so keep in touch. You hang up the phone and consider your options. You check the time, 1:30 p.m. Okay. Let's... Okay, I'm gonna gather up my stuff before I run out of time. Searching through the entire house, you gather a variety of useful things. A backpack, a knife, toiletries, 2 bars of soap, half a bottle of shampoo, half a tube of toothpaste, extra blankets, a bottle with some whiskey in it, a hammer, nails, and some wood, along with a half-full bottle of painkillers. In a closet in the living room, you find a GPS and flashlight with a pack of batteries. You create a pile on the first floor so everything is accessible when needed. After the initial search, you move through the house more carefully to collect anything else that might be of use. From the fireplace, you take a hatchet. While upstairs, you remember the solar panels you had installed last year. If you ever need them for another purpose, you can take a few down. You're hoping to practice with your close combat weapon while on vacation, so you take out your... Ooh, what do I want to use? Well, in the first game, Cavalry Sword never really, led me astray. It got me out of some fixes. And it's long, because I want something with a range. And then, I feel like a sledgehammer, even though that would be cool, would be too heavy. But then again, something small like the knife would be good too. Let's do the knife. You've always had an odd attraction to edged weapons, and over the past few years you took up knife fighting as a form of self-defense. At a weapons show last spring, you picked up on an authentic World War II trench knife. The double-edged blade and brass knuckles provide the versatility needed for close fighting. Nice. Yeah, I'll have a trench knife. As you gather supplies, you shuffle past a pamphlet for a new karate dojo in town. You doubt the outbreak is a good time to check it out, but you have some proficiency in... What? I get to pick... Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Ground and pound wrestling. God. Let's do... Judo. You've studied the Japanese grappling style with high-level instructors. You consider yourself adept in the discipline. Looking one last time at the brochure for the karate dojo, you toss it in a drawer. You check your closet once more and bring out your firearm. You own a... Okay, here's where I need to check. Because I think I was proficient in long-ranged weapons. Let's see. So look at my skills. Oh, okay. Close combat is actually... Oh no, it was. Ranged weapons at 75%. Okay, so I need something good. Alright, let's look at our options. A Colt Python revolver. A gun, a rifle. Let's take... far shooting. Alright, well, this has the longest range, and I'm good at long-range weapons. Hopefully this would be my option. Bolt-action rifles tend to be the most reliable and accurate, and they have an effective shooting range of 1,000 yards, giving credence to their use as a sniper rifles in the World Wars. Slower to fire due to its firing mechanism, this weapon is useful in the hands of those who take great care in each shot, but only need one bullet to bring the target down. If you had a scope, it would be even more accurate. Okay, so I need to find a scope, but I'm going to stick with that gun. Scouring the house, you locate numerous items hidden under boxes in the attic, including a heavy rope and an old baseball bat from your days of playing softball. You wonder if you should have filed your prescription for your condition. Oh, God. My condition. You doubt you'll need it anyway, as you haven't hallucinated in weeks, and you felt your doctor overreacted by prescribing them in the first place. Oh, God. Having searched the house high and low, you stack all the supplies in the corner of the living room and consider your next move. Okay, well, I feel a little more prepared, at least. Let's see. Now, okay, I still have the pistol on me and all that other crap. Okay, whatever. Alright, you know what? Let's try Vince. He's the guy across the street who I guess is a teacher. So, let's try. The phone rings 6 times with no answer, then voicemail clicks on. You leave a message for Vince asking him to call back anytime. So much for that. You check the time, it's 2:45 p.m. Alright, let's check Parker. The phone rings 6 times with no answer, then the voicemail. Okay. Nope. On Parker. Gotcha. What am I wearing? Street clothes. What would changing my clothes do? Let's change. Why not? You head to your closet and put on... my combat uniform. Yes! You put on camouflage pants and a jacket with a tan shirt and combat boots. You stare at yourself in the mirror and adjust your clothing. Something about the act of putting on fresh clothes makes you feel confident and renewed. Now dressed, you close your closet door and head downstairs to the living room. Well, hopefully I'm more prepared in my dress, but I also hope that people don't think that I'm going to help them. So, oh well. Check online, check the TV. No, I'm not going to drink alcohol. How stressed am I now? Okay, I'm a little less stressed, so that's good. Let's take some solar panels from the roof. You head upstairs to the back hallway where the right corner window overlooks the yard. Directly past the window is a small ledge you've used in the past to access the roof. You pop open the window and step onto the ledge, following it up a short stretch of incline to the roof. Your home's solar panels sit squarely in the middle of one side of the sloped roof where the most sunlight hits. Only needing a few panels, you take 2, which should have no effect on the power to your home. Okay. Well, I guess now that nobody else can be contacted, I might as well board up my house. Yeah. You survey the house. Everything is in good shape so far, with nothing broken, and all intact and able to withstand light damage or force. You locate tools, wood, and nails from the gathered supplies and set out to secure the home as fast as possible, given the imminent dangers lurking outside. You have a fair understanding of carpentry and home repair, and you know that now is the time to put your knowledge to the test. First, you cover the door with the thickest boards you can find and reinforce them with 2x4s a few feet apart using bolts and screws. You fasten boards over the windows as well, anchoring them to the wall with a masonry bit and wood screws. The whole process takes just 45 minutes, thanks to your tools and know-how. You feel somewhat worn from the effort, but at least the house is in better shape than before. Good! Well, that makes me feel better. So I'm tired now? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so Let's set up reinforcements. Requires crafting 45. I don't think I'm that good at crafting. Let's see. Skills. Crafting 45. Oh, I am. Okay, so I could do that. Alright. Let's do that. Since I'm not completely wiped out yet. To reinforce the house, you... Oh, okay, I see. Set up alarms on the doors and windows. Secure the perimeter. Second thought, I don't need it at this time. Okay, yeah, let's set up alarms. With the number of entry points to the house, you can't monitor them all. Having an early warning system will provide extra time to deal with intruders. You gather lengths of string and hang them along the windows and the frame of the door. To the strings, you tie some small bells you found in storage, along with empty tin cans. You tie them so they won't ring in a breeze, but if someone tampers with the doors or windows, you'll hear it. With that project finished, you consider your next move. You check the time, 4:45 p.m. You pass a side window and catch an odd ray of light through the cracks in the boards. You peek outside and spot someone across the street eyeing your house. The man is holding a large umbrella over his head, and with the other hand, he raises binoculars. Instinctively, you crouch down. Could he have spotted me? You wonder. Is that the same creeper from before that was wearing the trench coat staring at me? You grab a thick blanket from the downstairs closet and hang it across the window, tacking it up so no one can see in. Darkness falls across the room now that the natural light has been cut off, but the strange man can't see in. That's creepy. Like, why is there a weirdo staring at me? Ugh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna pick one more thing and then end it. So let's read a book, maybe? Yeah, let's read a book. That would be good. Why not? Okay. You head into the kitchen with the book you started a few weeks ago but never finished. Ooh, I get to pick what I read. Ashley Hopper and the Translucent Mirror, the 5th book in the series about an adolescent girl with mystical powers. Oh, Ashley Hopper. Okay. Fire in the Barn, a romantic tale of two lovers brought together when they meet in a barn during a rainstorm. No. Compendium to the Tales of Unliving Walkers, graphic novel set to the end of a long... No, that's too grim for what's going on already. Planet Battles, a sci-fi thriller about the war between 6 factions of aliens all looking to take over the Earth. Okay, I feel like in real life, I would probably either read the Ashley Hopper one or the zombie graphic novel, so I'm going to pick Ashley Hopper. You turn to the middle of the book and let yourself slip back into the story, and though the sounds of the suburbs try to distract you, and gunshots and a passing helicopter jerk your head away, you're able to enjoy reading. After an hour, you close the book and walk back inside your home, feeling less stressed after your break from reality. Good! That makes me feel better. Okay, how's my stress now? 40. Okay, that's a lot better. It was at like 54. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna quit there for now. So we'll have to look around at what my other options are in the next episode. Thanks for continuing to watch with me. Can't wait to get to the next one. I'll see you all soon. Bye.